Good evening, everyone.
Good
I'll
evening.
call our regular board meeting to order at 6:30. We're located in the village of Broadview, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Trustee Abraham.
Here.
Trustee Chamalave is absent. Trustee Senior.
Here.
Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Trustee Shelby.
Here.
Trustee Wimper.
Here.
Trustee Miller is absent. Madam President, we do have a quorum. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
And justice for all.
Thank you.
Amen.
Just a little bit of housekeeping real quick. If you have phones or radios, can you please mute them to the point that it does not interrupt the meeting? Thank you. I will now read the Pledge of Civility. In the interest of civility, I pledge to promote civility by listening, being respectful of others, acknowledging that we are all striving to support and improve our community, and understanding that we each may have different ideas for achieving that objective. Now we will have a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Mr.
Item
Clerk,
2.
I have a reflection that I would like to read for the record.
Thank you, Mayor. Go ahead.
Thank you. My heart is heavy for Minnesota tonight. As a mother, a leader, and a woman of faith, I'm praying for every family grieving, every neighbor seeking peace, and every community for strength. In moments like this, we lean on God. We lean on each other, and we remember that love will always be louder than violence. Minnesota, you are not alone. Broadview stands with you, and our prayers are wrapped around you. May God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Amen. All right. Next is item 2. We'll have a presentation with the fire department. Can I please have Chief Martin to the podium? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, all in attendance. Thank you for being here tonight. Tonight, I want to recognize the exceptional work demonstrated during an incident that occurred on Sunday, December 7th, 2025 at 10:44 a.m. Following a heavy snowstorm, Broadview Ambulance 7 and Engine 7 were dispatched for a patient possibly having a heart attack. Upon arrival, the patient was found unresponsive without a pulse. And over the next few minutes, the patient was, by our paramedics, defibrillated, shocked 2 times, provided ALS medications along with continuous CPR immediately on arrival. Following that, the crew noticed spontaneous breaths as they were taking the patient out of the house. They performed a pulse check and rhythm check and found a good strong pulse and cardiac rhythm on the patient as they were exiting the home and putting this patient into the ambulance. Patient was transported to Loyola University Medical Center, where he was further evaluated and worked on by cardiac specialists. Fortunately, the patient was treated and released from Loyola and is sitting here with us tonight. It's rare for these outcomes to happen, and we're fortunate for you, for your family. The training, professionalism, and decisive actions of our Broadview firefighters and paramedics made a huge difference. So I want to congratulate all of you. I'm proud of you. Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to acknowledge them by name. The ambulance crew that day was firefighter Gianni Del Torio. His partner was firefighter Duncan Lanzarotti. The engine crew that day was Captain Pat McGivney, Lieutenant Dave Cohen, firefighter Robert Littell, and firefighter Ryan Lee. Thank you all. At this time, I'd like to ask the 6 of you to come up. I have some awards for you to present, and I'd like to ask Mr. Castellan to come up and present these awards to you himself. give me. Lieutenant Dave Cohen. Firefighter Robert Littell. Firefighter Duncan Lanzarotti. Firefighter Gianni Deltorio. And Firefighter Ryan Lee. And if I might say, I just want to thank you all. The tools and resources that you all have given us through great budgets have been tremendous for these guys to do the job that they do for him and for everyone. Thank you all. Good job, man. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board. Thank you.
I would like to ask Trustee Shelby, our Fire and Police Chairwoman, is there anything like you would like to add?
No, I appreciate you gentlemen, and may God always protect and cover you, and blessings to you, sir. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Trustee Whymper.
Just like to say thank you, guys. This just shows what it's like as a community and how we're there for each other. And glad to know that you're okay, sir.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham.
Yes. I want to thank the whole fire department, staff, police department. You know, these people are out there every day doing what they do best, and to come across something like that to help that gentleman, sir. Again, everybody's life is valuable, so thank God they were there at the right time, at the right place to do what they had to do. So congratulations for what you guys did.
Thank you, Trustee Senior.
I want to thank the entire fire department
Move your mic
and to say that it's moments like this to make it worth our while. And I'm just so grateful to God that you're still here. It's a blessing. And congratulations to the fire department for doing what you do. Thank you.
I will add, you look really amazing to have had a heart attack. To be able to walk in this chamber with strength is inspiring. And I will say, you know, Broadview has been through a lot of hard the last 6 months or so. And this just shows you the resilience of our community. We're fighting ICE. We're trying to protect our peace in Broadview. We're trying to keep our protesters safe. And at the same time, we're saving lives for the people that live here. Chief Martin and the whole entire Broadview Fire Department, we work really hard to make sure that we have every tool and every resource available to you to do your job. And you did a hell of a job keeping us safe, protecting our peace, and being on the front lines. I'm grateful, and I appreciate you. And Chief Martin, I appreciate your leadership. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, and it's good to see you, sir. Take care.
You ready, Mayor? Okay, thank you. Please let the record reflect Trustee Miller arrived to the meeting at 6:39 p.m. Next is item 3, communications. I only have one item. This is Straight Talk with the Mayor. Please join Mayor Katrina Thompson for a special Q&A session to discuss topics important to the Village of Broadview and its residents. This is happening Saturday, February 28th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here at Village Hall, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Please RSVP to the Mayor's Executive Assistant, Lily, at 708-681-3600, extension 259. That concludes our communications. Next, item 4, Consideration to approve the following minutes. Minutes from the January 5th, 2026 regular board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Shelby, seconded by trustee Wimper. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you, trustee Miller. You have any questions or comments? Trustee Shelby?
No comments, no.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalavi is absent. Trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Wimper,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
and this carries 5-0 to pass the minutes. Thank you all. The next three items are going to be minutes that have previously passed, but we have done revisions to them, slight revisions. And this reflects simply the fact that these were remotely held meetings. So I'll read the first one. Consideration to approve the following minutes. Revised minutes from the November 17th, 2025 meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee
Senior.
Senior, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Trustee Miller? You have any questions or comments?
No.
Trustee Shelby?
No.
Trustee Wimper?
No.
Trustee Abraham?
No.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalavi is absent. Trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Wimper,
Yes.
trustee Miller.
Yes.
Thank you all. This passes 5-0 to pass those minutes. Next, consideration to approve revised minutes from the December 1st, 2025 board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Thank you, trustee Miller. You have any questions or comments?
No.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalavi is absent. Trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Wimper,
Yes.
trustee Miller.
Yes.
Thank you all. This carries 5-0. Next item. Consideration to approve revised minutes from the December 15th, 2025 meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Senior, seconded by trustee Abraham. Madam President?
Thank you, trustee Miller. You have any questions or comments?
No.
Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call, trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chalmalavi is absent. Trustee Senior,
Yes.
trustee Shelby,
Yes.
trustee Wimper,
Yes.
trustee Miller.
Yes.
These two carry 5-0. Thank you all. Next is item 5, consideration to approve expenditures. Grand total of all funds, $637,800.70 for the period ending January 27th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Abraham, seconded by trustee Senior. Madam President?
Thank you, trustee Abraham, finance chairwoman. Will you please read the warrant list from January 27, 2026?
Yes, Madam Mayor, this is the AP warrant list for January 27th, 2026. Our first vendor is Active Internet Technologies in the amount of $6,096. AT&T, $8,454.66. B&F Construction Code Services Incorporated, $2,983.56. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, $148,541. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency, $246,877.18. CDS Office Technologies, $6,549.95. Comcast Business, $5,292.02. ComEd, $4,168.52. Edwin Hancock Engineering Company, $19,718.38. Enterprise FM Trust, $20,688.87. Geno's Heating and Plumbing Incorporated, $30,400.39. Hune Electric Incorporated, $15,785. Illinois Public Safety Agency Network, $5,652. Lincoln National Life Insurance Company, $6,670.07. McCune, $9,347.60. Ray O'Haron Company Incorporated, $2,924.20. Rush Truck Center Chicago, $6,300.61. SBC Waste Solutions, $46,171.10. Staples, $3,118.69. State Treasurer, $4,862.34. Verizon Wireless, $3,534.59. Our total expenditures over 2,500 is $604,136.73. Our total expenditures is $637,870. Our percent of total is 95%. We did have a manual payment vendor. It was one for Illinois Secretary of State. The date is January 15th, 2026. The check number is 89271 in the amount of $165. That was it for the total manual payments. For our funds, for the general fund, Fund 1, in the amount of $267,264.14. Fund number 3, our garbage fund, $46,171.10. Fund number 10, our motor fuel tax, in the amount of $3,819.34. Fund number 11, which is the CDBG fund, in the amount of $11,000. Fund 21, the Roosevelt Road 17th Avenue TIF fund, in the amount of $990. And then Fund number 40, our capital projects fund, in the amount of $27,481.25. And then Fund number 50, the water sewage fund, in the amount of $281,074.87. The grand total is $637,800.70. That is the end of my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham. Trustee Miller, you have any questions or comments for the warrant list? Oh, no. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Tamalave is absent. Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Shelby,
Yes.
Trustee Wimper,
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
She stepped away.
Okay, so, Madam President, can I have your vote, please?
I don't need to vote. We have a quorum.
And this carries 4-0. Thank you all. Next is item 6, application for the authority to expend funds. We have none. Item 7, committee reports given at each first month of the meeting, starting with our Business License Committee. Trustee Senior.
No report at this time.
Thank you, Trustee. Next, Police and Fire, Trustee Shelby.
Yes, I have, I would like for Chief Mills, if he would come up. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Good evening, Mayor, trustees,
Good
everyone in
evening.
attendance. You know, what a great moment that we're sharing in tonight where we see the fire department acknowledge all their award recipients and the swearing in of their new deputy chief. And we wish from the Broadview Police Department side all the best. You know, talk about, Mayor, how it's always a small world where I had the privilege of working with his brother at Chicago PD for many years.
Oh, wow.
And our sons grew up playing sports, so it's already a family bond already. Maybe that'll make us a little closer, huh, with the fire department. We can win a tug of war or something, you know. But again, as the mayor stated, you know, it's been a very rough time for Broadview, the residents, all of the first responders. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the mutual aid assistance we received. And I would even take this opportunity to thank this commander and his agency, because many times throughout the protest, we've had to call for help from all the other agencies, and even the Forest Preserve by the Cook County Sheriffs come and they provide an officer or two, anything they can spare, because we all are short. But all of that assistance helps us, and all the fire departments and everything else. I know we don't see a lot of the outside fire agencies, but I know Chief Martin, because we're on the unified call every day at 10 o'clock, and I know under the MABUS 20 pieces, and I'm learning so many phrases of fire now, I can probably do it. They're all joined with us. So again, I just want to say thank you all and the visitors that's here, because you all are definitely first responders. But as we go through these protests, and I'm sure we all been watching what's happening in Minnesota and everywhere else, well, we've experienced it here first, unfortunately. We were the first. It all started back in September, and for probably a good month, we had to survive on our own, because no one knew what to expect with ICE and the Border Patrol. They were not even here yet. We was trying to ensure everybody's First Amendment rights were protected, while also, trying to ensure that our village of Broadview and the citizens and the businesses were protected and received the service that they warrant. And, we've taken a lot of abuse, our police officers. A lot of the protesters were very harsh on us, calling us all kind of names, but we stay the course every day. And I think it was January 18th, we was prepared for a very large protest called the No Kings Day, where we're expecting anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people, to come into our village. It's for me to remind you, our village is only approximately 8,000. So to bring in another 3,000 to 5,000, I don't know where to put them. But luckily, we did not receive that. It was a very peaceful protest. They did take over 25th Avenue, but we were prepared. But in the course of all that, it's very interesting that some of our business owners take the time to come out and see what's going on during these protests, as they have a vested interest into this village. Well, one of the owners of a company right down here on 25th Avenue at 2601 South 25th Avenue, Gray Mills, unbeknownst to any of us, was out there. And in the course of that, I didn't know. He sent me a letter the other day, and I shared it with the mayor and the trustees. He says to Chief Mills, as one of the owners of Gray Mills and its CEO, though I'm writing this on a personal basis, I'd like to commend Officer Ridgener. He's standing here to my right. In a recent encounter with YouTuber Robbie Roadsteamer during an ICE protest, Officer Ridgener chose humor and de-escalation by sharing tacos with Robbie. That sort of behavior, in my opinion, awesome and should be applauded. I'd like to thank Officer Ridgener, who has since been promoted to Sergeant Ridgener, but not because he shared his tacos, but for showing Broadview to the world in a positive light. He said he was the person who chose Broadview as his home for Gray Mills in 2016 after 75 years in Chicago. He cannot be more proud. So Trustee Shelby, who chairs our police and fire, wanted me to read this. Like I said, Sergeant Ridgener has been nothing but professional. Like I said, it's to be out there. I don't want to invite anyone out there because we don't need any extra people out there. But it will be interesting to see some of the abuse our officers take. And we're trying to preserve everybody's peace. But again, on behalf of the owner of Gray Mills and myself, Deputy Chief Johnson, Commander Capello, and all of our first responders, we'd like to say thank you for your professionalism and everything that you do for us. And all that, now he's got to work midnight tonight. So that's how we say thank you.
Excuse me, I just like to say, every time I see you, you're always so professional, you're so alert, and you always touch my heart. You're so kind, and you're always the son that I've always wanted, but I was blessed with 3 daughters. But I, ask God to continue to cover you where you would get home safe. And I love you with all my heart. Thank you.
Trustee Miller, you have anything you want to add?
No.
Trustee Wimper?
Just thank you for all you do. We appreciate it. And we'll talk later about super football.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
Just want to thank you for, being patient and understanding and serving our community and, doing it to the best of your ability, but also the Chief Mills and your entire team. You guys are obviously handling a lot, and your plate is always filled every day. So, we totally understand it. As a resident and just being here forever, to see our little Broadview in a different light, it's like, wow. So I want to thank the entire department for what you guys are doing and maintaining, as well as the fire department, because you guys are public servants and, you just got to do your job. You got to come to work and just do your job. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham. Trustee Senior?
I would like to thank you as well. You guys always do such a wonderful job. And I'm a resident of Broadview, and I feel so safe here. So you guys are doing an excellent job, fire and police. And thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm so proud.
First, I would like to say congratulations, Sergeant Ridgner. This is more personal because during all of the height of the protests here in the village of Broadview, he was the main person making sure that I was safe. Every day. Because of the assassination threats, the death threats that I was receiving, he was the front line. I've learned so much about keeping me safe in moments of times like this. So not only is it congratulations for ranking up, but thank you for serving the village of Broadview. And for the owner of Graves Mills, I'm glad someone else was able to see the work and the passion that you have for our community outside of me, because the message would have been a lot different coming from me because you protected me. So on behalf of me and my family, you are always be a part of my family, always. So thank you and congratulations. All right, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Madam President. Trustee Shelby, did that conclude your report?
Oh, yes, that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll have the Finance Committee Chair, Trustee Abraham.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Wanted to make an announcement that on February 11th, Wednesday at 6:30, that I will be hosting with my teammates a Finance Committee meeting. So we're going to have a few presentations from Director Hood in regards to our village finances. So it sounds like it's all going to be good stuff. So please show up. I am inviting the entire trustee board as well as the department heads, just so that we can, see where we're at, where we're going to be going forward, and what's been happening. So that's it.
The date?
February 11th, Wednesday, 6:30. Also want to thank our business owners within the community. I know with everything that's been going on and more people coming in with the protests, with the ICE, obviously, just shopping locally has been huge for me to support our business owners and always showing my face as a trustee and representing. But, we've got some great business owners here, and I want to thank them for staying the course. And like anything else, as they say, everything passes, and it's a good learning experience, but to see all our businesses working together and supporting each other and staying the course with us and backing the mayor and the village board and what we're doing, but especially our police and fire department. When you're talking about first-line people, obviously nobody expected this for our small little town. So to our business owners, I thank them for supporting us and staying in this community and know what we're doing. That's the end of my report.
Thank you,
you,
Trustee
Trustee.
Abraham. Next is the Building and Public Property Committee, Trustee Miller.
First of all, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And happy Black History Month. That's like my favorite month out of the year.
Yay.
I'm working on gathering some information regarding building and public properties, and I'll share that with the board soon. And outside of that, that's just all I have.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Miller. Next is the Water, Drainage, and Health Committee, Trustee Chamalave, who's absent today. Does anyone have anything in their stead? Nothing?
I can just say, because I know we chair Public Works together, a thanks out to Water, Drainage, and Health, particularly. There's been a couple of water main breaks, particularly one today, actually on my block. They notified us early enough, got out there and they got it done in a timely manner, so they were out there at 9 o'clock this morning and done by like 2 this afternoon, so.
Thank you, Trustee Wimper. And then finally, Street, Sidewalks, and Alleys Committee, Trustee Wimper.
Yes, another thanks to Public Works during this weather. It's been super cold and snow removal, consistent snow. I actually had a friend who doesn't even live in Broadview who was driving through and called me and was like, you guys are on top of it, like your streets were cleaner than anybody's when they were driving through. So just thanks to their attention of removing the snow in a timely manner, for not just for us, for those who actually are passing through our community also.
Thank you very much. That concludes committee reports. Next is item 8O, business. Item A, and this is continued on from the last board meeting. A resolution authorizing and approving an independent contractor agreement with accountant Raina Bay for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So we are growing and expanding in our finance department, and Director Hood has sought out for an accountant. And so this person will work 20 hours per month, $720 in monthly installments. And we talked about this at the last board meeting. So we're asking for the board to consider and approve this so that we can make sure that we have all the resources and the personnel, the human capital in place to help with that busy department. Trustee Miller, do you have any questions or comments? No. Thank you. Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave is absent. Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Wimper.
Yes.
Trustee Miller. And this carries 5-0. Thank you all. Next item 9, new business. A is a motion to establish a consent agenda to include the following items. And I'll read these items into the record, then we'll have a vote to approve the consent agenda. Item 1, a motion to approve the appointment of Carl Reyna as Deputy Fire Chief for the Village of Broadview Fire Department. Item 2, a resolution authorizing and approving an independent contractor agreement with the Intelligence Group LTD for certain economic and business development services for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. Item 3, a resolution authorizing and approving a settlement and indemnification agreement between the Village of Broadview and Loyola University Medical Center regarding the provision of fire inspectional services by the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. Item 4, a resolution awarding an agreement and rider with Martom Construction after competitive bidding for the bridge replacement project for water main crossing over 21st Street project for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. And item 5, a resolution authorizing and approving an agreement with Hera Property Registry, LLC, for certain property registration services for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. I'd like a motion, please.
Motion to establish the consent agenda?
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Shelby, seconded by Trustee Abraham to establish the consent agenda. Madam President, will you have a roll call?
Yes, please.
Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave is absent. Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Wimper.
Yes.
Trustee Miller. Thank you all. We now have a consent agenda. Item B, a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda as established. Motion.
Motion to
A motion-
approve.
A motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been properly motioned by Trustee Shelby and seconded by Trustee Abraham to approve all items on the consent agenda as established. Madam President, open for discussion.
I'm sorry?
Open for discussion?
Yes. Trustee Miller, you have any questions or comments? Trustee Shelby?
No questions.
Trustee Wimper?
All my questions have been answered.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Roll call. Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Chamalave is absent. Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Shelby.
Yes.
Trustee Wimper.
Yes.
Trustee Miller. Was that an abstain? Got it. And Madam President, this motion carries 4-0 with 1 abstention. Thank you all. Item C, motion to approve any items removed from the consent agenda. There were none. Item D, the swearing in of Carl Reyna as Deputy Chief of the Broadview Fire Department. Madam President, will we have the chief up?
Yes.
Fire Chief Martin, can you please join us along with Deputy Chief Reyna?
Again, good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, everyone in attendance. Thank you again for being here tonight. It's been a wonderful evening for the fire department. I'm very proud of it. This evening, and I will say thank you to our police department. They're always a huge supporter, honestly. But right now, this evening, I'm pleased to announce the appointment of Carl Reyna as the new Deputy Chief of the Broadview Fire Department. Deputy Chief Reyna comes to us with 27 years of fire service experience at the Berwyn Fire Department. He retired as a deputy chief from there. He's been married to his lifelong friend Kelly for 27 years. They have 3 children, Gabriella, 26, Carl III, 23, and Jack, 22 years old. DC Rihanna has a strong background in operations in the fire department and administration and brings those qualities to us in Broadview to help our command staff as we align our leadership vision and move the department forward. I'm confident that he will be a strong addition to our command staff and will continue to support the fire chief, the mayor, the board of trustees, and meet their expectations for accountability, service, and public safety. Welcome to the team, Deputy Chief Carl Rana.
Okay, sir, I'll ask you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
I, Carl Rihanna,
having been appointed to the office of Deputy Fire Chief
having been appointed to the office of Deputy Fire Chief
in the village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
in the village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Broadview Fire Department
of the Broadview Fire Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Subscribed and sworn this second day of February 2026. Congratulations, welcome aboard, Chief, Deputy Chief. Thank you.
But before we clear the chamber, can we just wait till we finish our board meeting? We're almost done so that we don't disrupt, so that we can continue on. I do want to ask the trustees, is there anything you would like to say to Deputy Chief? Trustee Miller? Trustee Shelby?
Yes, welcome. He's back there. Welcome to the village of Broadview. And it was nice meeting you earlier. So we appreciate your service and what you're going to bring to Broadview. I thank you. You're so very welcome.
Thank you. Trustee Wimper?
As I said, welcome to Broadview and look forward to supporting you guys as needed.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
Yes, congratulations, welcome to our town here, and I hope you enjoy it here, and much success to you.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
Welcome and congratulations. And it was nice speaking with you earlier this evening, too. Yeah.
So I will say this, you know, I know it was in joking format when Chief Mills said that he know your brother or something like that, and it's more like a family. Literally, I get dinged on social media about calling people my family, so I just want everybody to know they really not family. I'm related to everybody in the village, and now you adding the chief. I mean, that was a lot. But I will say this, Deputy Chief, to your wife. I just seen her. Oh, I want to say thank you for allowing your husband to spend a great amount of time in the village of Broadview. We've been through a lot of hard, and to come to see all of the stuff, and he retired from a department, to come to another department that's in the middle of a crisis, a national crisis that we have to fight together. I want to say thank you. You are a strong woman for that man to allow him to do this, so I appreciate that. I will say this to our fire department. We've been through a lot of hard, right? And when Chief Martin brought Deputy Chief to my office for me to meet him, he went through the interview with the village administrator, but literally this appointment is Chief Martin's appointment. He works for Chief Martin. And I don't want the public to misunderstand that. He works for Chief Martin. But we have high expectations of integrity, accountability, respect, and honor for the village of Broadview, because we are Broadview strong, and we don't take that lightly. So I'm looking forward to your leadership, leveling up those that's beneath you, showing them mentorship, working with our youth in our community. I'm really excited about that. And welcome to Broadview. You are Broadview strong. Congratulations. All right, clerk, so we can go through this to adjourn.
All right, here we go. Item 10, closed session, we have none. Item 11, village clerk's report. Happy Black History Month, everyone. That concludes my report. Item 12, public comments. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes, Madam President.
Thank you. Wendy from Proviso Township.
Is this on? Yes, you bring it down. Hello? Thank you. Good evening, all. I'm a local resident in Proviso Township. I'm here today for two primary reasons. I have not been able to get answers despite multiple phone calls, emails, online, and in-person requests. I'm concerned about the ongoing safety issue on Beach Street. This is a designated protest zone that is in Broadview's jurisdiction. Broadview refuses to clear the snow or ice. Again, it's Broadview's jurisdiction. There have been reported requests and complaints about, or reports and requests about the safety concerns when there is snow and ice on the ground, mostly with no response at all. Broadview claims they can't access the roadway in your jurisdiction. That does not relieve you of responsibility. Are you looking into options to make it safe? But in all seriousness, if I can help shovel that roadway for safety, don't you think Broadview could lift a finger? An elderly woman hit her head when slipping on ice in the protest zone. When will Broadview address these safety concerns? I've had communication with Matt Ames, Director of Public Works. On 1/16, he actually took my phone call for the first time, but said that there was nothing he could do because he had no access to the road. How do you think everyone else has access to the road? Does this relieve you of your responsibility for public safety? It does not. I sent multiple requests since then, nothing. But my other topic is I applaud you, Broadview, for speaking out against the ICE facility months ago and stating you wanted them out of Broadview. But actions speak louder than words. Just like your lack of mutual aid to those affected by illegal raids and brought to Broadview to be kidnapped and abused, instead of offering mutual aid, you make everything difficult for others to provide that assistance. In fact, Broadview literally tore down the aid tent and threw it in a dumpster. Something's got to give. You want them out, but there's no action, only words saying that you want them out. And you may have limitations, but you're not taking any actions. I feel like I've taken more actions than you have. It's your words. It's simply words, no action. Thank you.
Thank you. Next public comment is Jonathan Platt.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Platt. I'm a resident of Brookfield, but I have been active in, oh, is that better? Okay, thank you. Two things I want to talk about. One is the January 17th protest that was organized by Carlos Alvarez, an activist from Colorado. Now, I'm not an organizer, but I've talked to a number of people that were local organizers in the protests, and I was told that neither Mr. Alvarez nor the village reached out to them for comments or collaboration for that protest. And I just want to say, we see that as important. We're not here to fight against her. We're here to collaborate in this horror that's befallen all of us. I think if we had been contacted, we could have given you some vital information. For instance, Mr. Alvarez predicted a few thousand people coming here. I'm sorry, I forgot his figure, but I think it was around 3,000 people. The number actually was closer to 300 to 400 people. But in the meantime, you set up for a huge number of people that didn't happen. And you had trucks to block off streets if necessary. The I-25 exit was closed down and everything. And instead you had 300 people that were very peaceful and are very common to that. The other thing about that was that Mr. Alvarez, not reaching out to the rest of us, didn't engage us in any planning. Even with that, the people that were predominantly a group that had been very active in that tent set up a special warming table for that day where the temperature was 13 degrees above zero. And we're very active in helping people that had started to succumb to the cold because they weren't used to standing around in that temperature. So I would like to acknowledge them and again, ask you all hopefully to reach out to those people. I know that the tent coordinators had, talked to the village in the past. And again, I mean, we're talking about, including me, I'm 74 years old, I should have known better. But I started getting very chilled. And they sat me down on where they had their tables and got me warm.
Mr. Platt, that's your time.
Pardon?
That's your time. It's been 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That's your time. The clerk just made me aware.
I'm sorry.
The clerk just made me aware that that's your time.
Oh, okay. Can I say one more?
No.
No. Okay. I'm very sorry then. Thank you.
And that'll conclude public comments for this evening. Next is item 13, Village President's Report. Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So I do want to address the participants that participated in public comments this evening. While I do acknowledge that you don't think that we're doing our job, I think we did a hell of a job keeping you safe. And all of the criticisms that this village have received coming into our board meetings, calling me out my name, I've offered the olive branch with our police department to coordinate with the protesters so that we could have a line of communication on how we keep people safe. Not just the village of Broadview, but the protesters. As you recall, early on, the ICE agents was deploying tear gas and rubber pellets and hurting people. It is my job as the mayor of this village to keep everybody that visit our community safe. And to sit up here and say, to continue to criticize us on the garbage cans that we put out there to collect food, the tents, we have a village ordinance. We've went through all of that with you all in the village board meeting. You can look at YouTube to get our comments on that. And so while we engage public safety, but what I won't allow anybody to do is to come into my house at 2350 and disrespect me and our village board, because we work really hard to keep you all safe. And we did a really good job doing that. Yes, people got hurt, but didn't nobody lose their life, and they could have. Now, as it relates to Mr. Platt, the organizers of the protest, with whoever this Alvarez guy is, they called us. We offered that early on to the protesters, but what we got instead, we got called cowards, we got called out our names, we had meetings here with protesters that said they were peaceful, but they get up on the podium and called me out my name. So I don't meet with protesters because of that. The blatant disrespect to this predominantly black community of 8,000 working class members, residents, business owners that's here to sustain. When does it end? You can't have it both ways. And I have to stand up to that. I have to have the courage to say, we live here. And I mean that in the depth of my soul. I mean it. Have some respect for us. We're not perfect people. We don't always make the right decisions. It could be things that you can't see that we know about, but we're doing our best to keep you safe. And I think we did that. So I understand the criticism. I'm okay with criticism because I done lived through ICE. Y'all done taught me a whole lot about the characteristics of people. A lot. From the federal level, the state level, the county level, to local level, to the people that visit us to come protest to express their First Amendment right, which I've always advocated for. I never took that away. So, and you're shaking your head, I did not. Because if I did, you probably would have sued me. You're speaking now and I got the floor, so please. No, please, you don't have the right to speak. So I just want you all to know that we value your life. We value you as a person. We have humanity. But you all have to learn how to work with local government when it comes to issues. You can't have it your way. The people of Broadview, they can have whatever they want. They live here and they pay taxes here. So thank you for your public comment and thank you for showing up tonight. I appreciate that. So now let me just jump right into my president report. So good evening, everyone. I want to say thank you all for the good well wishes. I've had a setback, but I'm recovering. Today is actually my first day back at work after 12 days out of the village. This month is the month of love. So let's continue to show up with love and kindness. And what else is happening in February? You know, yes, it's Black History Month. I say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. So happy Black History Moment. So this moment, I wrote this, and I'm gonna read it because I wrote it. It's a call for this time. Let us give honor to God, because I know beyond titles, beyond elections, beyond positions, none of this happens without them. Scriptures tell us in the Bible, Isaiah 40:31, but they wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with the wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And let me tell you, there were many days I leaned on that promise, because leadership will test you. Service will stretch you, and purpose will grow you. When we talk about Black history, people talk about the past, but tonight I need you to hear me clearly. Black history is not just something we remember. Black history is something we are living right here in the village of Broadview. Because of God's grace, I stand before you as the first Black woman ever elected mayor of Broadview, and today the longest serving Black mayor in our village history. Not because the road was easy, but because the road required strength, required faith, and it required resilience. I led this village through COVID when families were grieving and uncertainty filled with every home. I led during the national heartbreak after the murder of George Floyd, when our country was crying out for justice. And today we're still fighting firm, advocating for humanity and accountability as we confront the presence of ICE detention center in our community. Each of those seasons could have broken us, but God didn't bring us this far to leave us, because 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 reminds us we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. That's Broadview. That's resilience. That's us. There were nights that I was tired, moments I was stretched thin, decisions that weighed heavy on my heart. But every time I wanted to slow down, but God whispered, for such a time as this, Esther 4:14. And I realized this isn't just a job, it's a calling, it's a ministry, it's a service. It's protecting our seniors, fighting for our children, standing for families who need someone in their corner because representation matters. When a little girl in Broadview sees someone who looks like her leading with faith and integrity, she learns something powerful. She belongs here too. So when we ask what Black history looks like, it looks like strength, it looks like prayer, it looks like resilience, and yes, it looks like me. It looks like you, it looks like Broadview. Because the word also says in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me, and that strength carried us through every storm. We are not here by accident. We were chosen. We were prepared, and we were called for this time. Broadview strong. Faith forward, history in motion. God bless you all. Our next village board meeting is on March 2nd at 6:30, and now I'll call for a motion to adjourn. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Shelby, seconded by trustee Abraham, to adjourn this evening's meeting. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, this meeting is hereby adjourned at 7:27 p.m. Thank you for coming. God bless and good night.